I'm going to expound on what you said because that's good quality. I'm going to give you some examples of collectiveness. I was in McDonald's and there were 3 Chinese men in front of me. They all ordered their food. When they got to the table, they had hamburgers and they had their fries and they had their drink. They emptied the tray and they poured all their fries on the tray together. And they all ate from the same bunch. They had individual fries, but they didn't want that. They put it all in the tray and they ate from one tray. Collectiveness. What I want for me, I want for my brother too. And that's what we've got to learn. My son will tell you, he doesn't only cut our grass, he cuts the old lady across the street, he has to go to the corner, he has to go to the left. Because it does no good for one person to shine. We all got to work together. And we've got to get that attitude. Because we're living in rented homes, oh, I'm not picking up that piece of paper, that's not my job. We got to train our kids. You live here, and you got to look like you live here. It's paper in front of the yard. I don't care that there's 3 other families sharing this house. When we walk in and out, it's going to be clean. We got to start teaching our kids that. I go to a lot of after-school programs. There's 5 kids, there's 10 kids. Do you know how much work goes into creating an after-school program and finding funding for it? Crossroads, huge factory on 22nd. 10 kids, 15 kids. But right across the street is 30 on the corner. Why are they on the corner and not across the street in the program? And some of these kids are 10 and 11. And they'll come to the program when there's a trip or there's some food. Otherwise, Johnny's on the couch playing with his games or watching TV. And you go there and you say, Mom, what happened to Johnny? He didn't come today. Oh, he said he didn't feel like it. Since when does Johnny make decisions? Johnny's 10. Parents got to be parents. Johnny, you said you wanted to go to that program. I signed you up and you're going to go every day. Parents got to be parents and stop trying to be friends. There are so many programs and we're losing out. The mayor is playing this game like he's trying to raise money for programs. We got enough programs. We don't have enough kids in the program. The program is not doing what it's supposed to do because there's no participation. We've got to get involved. We got to be better parents. We got to teach our kids not to throw paper out the car. Some of us would rather have a clean car than a clean street. I tell my neighbors that. I'm on a block where we mostly own houses. Our owners live in our houses. So we don't have a big mess problem because we're invested in the community. You got to take that same attitude. And then we see people come on our block and they clean out their car and stuff and they think nothing of it. You know how many hours I got to clean in front of my house? But you think nothing of it. And then I remind them, I said, you know what? I'm making it possible for you to live in this nice neighborhood. When you bring your friends and your family here and they say how nice it is, it's because we're picking up the paper, we're cutting the grass. So why don't you do us a favor and pick up that trash? It's hand in hand. We have to work hand in hand. Same thing, now I'm going to go to the politicians because again, that is a stronghold in this town. We keep putting people in and we expect different results. Collectivism. Don't think of yourself, think of the people that you serve. There's elections coming up. Start looking at these people. Look what they do. Don't just go to the free lunch party. Because after that, you're not going to see them again. We have to hold each other accountable. I put you in. You said you were going to do this for me. And if you don't do it, you got to come out. Start watching and reading. We got to read more. We got to pick up papers. There's over 38 Spanish papers in our community, mostly Spanish. 38 community papers. There's only 2 African American. The City Post and the Passaic County Post. You got to start reading. If you don't go to the meetings, pick up the community paper. Find out what's going on in your community. We have to educate ourselves. We have to be armed. We have to know who's for us and who's not for us. The black skin is not working anymore. That's not enough. Help doesn't always come in black. We like it to, but if it doesn't, we got to get them out and move on. Educate yourselves.
That's beautiful. Good.
Some things I want you to take away with you about the Kwanzaa. I'm also the owner of the City Post newspaper, and I intend to do a nice article on Kwanzaa because I find a lot of people misunderstand what Kwanzaa is. I invited a lot of friends of mine, and they all had the same reason. Oh no, I'm Christian, I can't come. Some reason we think that it has something to do with serving another God. So we need a better understanding of that. We have some things on the table that we need to be involved with, leaving this. Our city is in trouble, and we need to unify our vote and our support to our community leaders. Our community leaders stand at the back of this room. They need our help. We can't do it alone. When we shout and raise our fists, we need other fists in the air with us. We need the support of the people. We need to define who our leaders are. And you can find that by looking at who goes out in the street unafraid to speak for you. Because they got it. They're fighting for you. And you've got to have their back. That's what we got to start. We have a tax situation that's coming up. Our police are up for a new contract. There's certain things we need to demand that will happen before they sign their contract. We gotta have a voice in that. We need to turn to Channel 77. I know there are some ridiculous things going on at the City Council meeting, but you still need to watch it. You need to find out who is for you. We're gonna start having debates as of January, ward by ward. We have a lot of seats that are coming up for re-election. The 3rd ward and the 4th ward is vital. There's going to be a very big fight with that. There are 3 or 4 blacks running in those wards. Now, I don't have a problem with someone other than this dark skin representing me. But if it's going to be the dark skin, I want it to be the right skin. I want it to be somebody that's for the people and not for their pocket. Okay? So we're going to start having these debates. It'll be posted on Channel 75. I need you to come out and look at these people that are running. Let's not waste our time signing petitions for people who don't fit the bill. I know that's your friend, but she has no experience in it. She knows nothing about government. Okay? And you're signing a petition. I don't even think it should go that far. I don't need you to be as a candidate if you're not qualified. Before you sign that petition, ask about that. What are your qualifications? What have you done? Where are you coming from? I believe some of our council people need to be replaced, but not everybody does. We need to hold them responsible, accountable, get behind them, shape, mold them, move them forward with the community. But there are some that need to come down. And those are the ones we want out this election. Don't be afraid to change. If you have to change, you have to change. Go for change. Don't put the same people in and then say, we're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. You put them back in. If they weren't working and you don't see how you can help them to work for the community, they gotta come down. So please pay attention. Channel 77 is the best source of information, and 75. And register to vote. Get yourself ready to vote. Just power.